Oke, oke gue masuk kenalin sama gue Ricky. Ya, gue mainin game ini merah semua. Kenapa? Karena ini gamenya ini bukan game download ya, tapi game dari website gitu. Ngerti kan? Jadi main game itu dari game web gitu. So ya, sebelum ada yang request tentang game Berrywitched dan dari artnya dan dari teksnya aja itu udah bikin gua, ini menarik banget. Artnya lucu, tapi ada plot twist dan gore-nya gitu. Jadi gue pikir, oh ini bakal seru ini. Jadi ya, ranking. Oh lu bisa full screen. You know what? Biarin lah. Berry Witch. Jadi semacam penyihir berry gitu. Apa tunggu loading dulu? Karena kayaknya gue belum selesai loading dah ini. Oke, itu pas dia start gue itu bener kaget. Kenapa? Karena musiknya boom gede banget dan musiknya gue kecilin. So ya, yeah, new game. One in this game contains violence, mild gore, mention of suicide. Tapi semoga gue nggak kena copyright gitu. Copyright. Jadi dolar kuning. When I grew up, the folklore surrounding our neighborhood forest was always filled with such intrigue. Oh, what some of would give to enter the endless maze of trees, buses, and folks so thick it tricks your eyes. Not many children were allowed to go and buy themselves, and many legends were here to help deter us from the woods. One of the most prominent ones claimed that any living creature that found themselves lost within the forest would destined to die. This urban legend was only really used by parents to scare kids out of going into the woods on their own, but there have been real reports of people going missing inside of these woods, never to be seen again. What drew the kids into these woods in the first place? The answer is surprisingly another urban legend. Rumor has it that a powerful witch lives deep within the forest. Hidden amongst the trees and wildlife, she is said to have power to bring one deepest desire to fruition. Fruition. What could one dream of endless riches, popularity, or success? Your deepest desire were fully promising. Gue bacanya agak susah, kenapa? Karena layarnya kecil. Jadi mungkin gue agak gimana ya, biar lebih enak ya. Biarlah. However, getting lost while trying to find the witch and succumbing to the force of the legend, the thought was terrifying. As I grew up, my fear of these woods grew less and less. I'm not afraid of what lies beyond these trees anymore. What lies beyond, there are many paths to avoid this fate, yet some seem to lead in circles, or just bring you nowhere. It's infuriating when you're trying to get to one pitch only to be back where you started. The rumor, it echoed in my mind as I wandered aimlessly for what seems to be hours. My legs were growing weak from the bumpy path I walked on. I'm calm, I am fine, everything will be fine. Despite saying these things to myself, I noticed my hands were shaking. I was lost deep into the woods. Oke, coba gedein sedikit ya. Kayaknya gue, iya. Damn, this winding path. Choosing to head my legs request for rest, I sat down against a tree nearby. The cold, thick air felt almost refreshing as I sat there. Over time, my eyes beckoned for rest as well. I complied with their demands. My vision slowly fades to black. Gue tidur. Hello, are you alright there? I heard a feminine voice call out to me. My eyes still closed. I feel a sharp pain in my head, a headache. My body felt in different position from where I last left it. I could feel the cool grass beneath my head, but I don't remember lying down. I opened my eyes to finally greet the mysterious voice. Oke, kayaknya game loading out today. Oh, you're okay? Thank goodness, I was starting to get weird. A girl with bright pink hair and an even bigger disposition met my gaze. She was hovering over my body, kneeling next to me. Her smile felt warm and comforting. She emitted the smell of freshly baked bread and strawberries. Oh, mungkin dia witch-nya kali. You know what? Kita bisa save kan? Oh, what the hell? Mana dia nih? Ow. I got in pain, slowly gathering the strength to stand up once more. Oh, careful there. Here, let me help you. Artinya cukup imut. Cukup imut ya. Enggak imut malah tapi cukup. The girl head into my arm and support me as I stood up. My legs still itched and my head hurt. But nothing bad seems to happen to me. Right, there will be no chance of those silly legends being true. I look over at her, noticing her fancy attire. What an odd girl. What was she doing out in the forest dressed like that? Gua rasa dia the witch-nya itu. I suppose. I shouldn't judge her so harshly. Her dress is cute, and she did just help me after all. Thank you. Who are you? Oh, my name is Strawberry. I run a bakery not too far from here. What's your name, friend? Gue bisa masukin nama gue. Ya, Ricky aja lah. Tapi gue suka dengan game yang memasukkan nama kayak gini. My name is Ricky. Nice to meet you. But did you say your name was Strawberry? Yeah, my name is Strawberry. Because I'm the Strawberry Witch, silly. Regardless, it's nice to meet you, Ricky. Wait, did she just say witch? She didn't ever to be more spiritual kind. She look more like riding broomsticks, making potion, that kind of witch? Or perhaps was she the witch that I heard in legend all of those years ago? Golly, you look really worn out. Say, how about you come and rest in my bakery for a while? You must be thirsty. Yeah. I can get you something lovely to drink on the house. Oke, kita bisa save gak? Bisa, yes. Lebih mendingan gini nih. Saat milih, lu bisa ada di mana game visual novel. Saat milih, lu itu nggak bisa save dan itu bener-bener rese. Jadi, gue lebih suka kalau saat milih begini, lu bisa save. Jadi biar langsung upload ini lagi. Sure, why not? This girl makes him strange, but God, I was thirsty. I had no idea how long I've been out here. Something to drink sounds so good right now. To allow that come from my inner child wanting to believe she was the witch from the legend persuade me even more. The reason I come to this forest could always wait a little longer. Besides, she didn't seem like a threatening type of person. Thank you, I will love that. But first, can you tell me more about what you mean by witch like you? Oh, silly me, you probably don't have people like me where you're from. I am a strawberry witch. My magic is centered around strawberries, plant, and all things sweet. I use my magic to make lovely treats in hopes of making people smile. So, no broomstick? Apa sih disebutnya? Sapu terbang atau tongkat sihir. Now granting someone greatest desire either, her answer was a little disappointing. Still, I could have but feel that there was something greater beneath the surface. Kalau misalkan memang bisa mengabulkan permintaan, gue pengen Asus ROG. Okay. No, I thought I suppose I could make a strawberry fly if I work hard on it. Oh, dia blushing lucu banget. Yeah, this girl was harmless at least. The witch enthusiastically led me through the winding paths of the forest. She appeared as though she knew every tree, bush, and rock like the back of her hand. As we walked, one question lingered in my mind. Why would you build a bakery in supposedly cursed forest? Surely it must be a bad business to set up shop out where people are too scared to go. Maybe that's where her witchy magic kick in. Perhaps she has her own reason that I simply can't see yet. I tried to rationalist answer to each question that keep invading my head. My talk kept me so preoccupied that it was frankly a shock to me when we had arrived at the location. Oke, gambarnya. Ini semacam kayak Hansel dan Gretel gua rasa. Tahu kan dongeng Hansel dan Gretel yang dimana dia menemukan rumah kue dan rumahnya itu bisa dimakan, tapi ternyata rumah itu adalah rumah penyihir dan Hansel dan Gretel itu kabur, dia naik bebek, naik angsa untuk pulang kembali. Harusnya kalau anak tahun 90-an atau ya harusnya tahu sih, itu dongeng-dongeng lama. Contoh kayak Alice in Wonderland dan lain-lain, itu dongeng lama gitu. What the house strawberry led me to appear to be made entirely of cake with a sugar frosting on top of the candy scented rooftop. It looked delectable. The appearance will be any child's greatest dream. A very creative, imaginative child with a particularly sweet tooth. That is. Was it real? This all feel like an entirely different world. It was almost as if I had stepped foot into a fairy tale. Walking through fields of strawberry bushes and closer to the house, I could see a sign that read, "The Strawberry Witch's Bakery." Tada! Here we are. What do you think of the exterior, Ricky? It took me so long to perfect my magic in order to make everything this cute. Okay, save. Yes, thank you very much. It looks amazing. Is that the real cake? Is it edible? You know what? Is that real cake? Is it edible? Takes this out of forest alone. Totally not, because living out in the forest all by myself made me hungry. Eh? No, it's not real. Not at all. It's a total normal bakery made of normal bakery materials. Hah? Jadi kue dong? So it's real? Please don't eat my house. Strawberries fucking panic first and began to fidget with her apron. Oh ya, enggak, tenang aja. The house was totally edible. She's a really bad liar. Still, I feel bad, so I decided to give her this at least. Right, totally inedible. Gotcha. Anyways, why don't I show you the inside? The witch quickly grabbed me inside, whether that was in attempts to keep me from eating the house, or simply because she felt awkward and wanted to move on from the topic. I never know. It was probably a mix of both options. Warm burst of air burst past my face. Upon entering the door of the bakery, the smell of fresh baked goods welcomed me further into the house. It was obviously apparent the strawberry theme resonated inside of the building as well. Everything from the backlight to the chair even the roof was shaped in strawberry pattern. The walls separating the front counter from the sitting area were also made of strawberries. I didn't think they could grow vertically. Btw lu strawberry semua apa? Ada coklat gitu? No, I'm certainly with the way they appeared on the wall. It should be possible. Frankly, wasn't sure whether to be impressed or concerned about what I was getting myself into. Croissants, cakes, cookies, and more stocked the shelves. Many shapes and sizes they all made my mouth water. Surprisingly, not all of the baked goods my house had display were made of strawberries. It's good to have some variety, I suppose. Iya, nggak ada coklat apa gitu, vanilla. Can I get something to drink? I would recommend or strawberry milk. Oh, or strawberry lemonade. Those are the best. So much of variety. Oleh strawberry drinks, this girl was kind of funny with her extreme theming. Kita bisa save lagi ya? Iya, karena setiap ada pilihan gini, gue ngeri salah milih. Mungkin gue suka susu. I can have some strawberry milk. Honestly, strawberry milk always held some sort of nostalgia for me. I can go remember the last time I had it all. Suppose today just as good a day. They asked me to indulge in a whole trip. Yes, of course. Go make yourself comfy, Ricky. I'll be right back. With that, Strawberry pranced into the kitchen, humming a soft tune as she left. I took a moment to observe the room a bit closer before sitting down, when my gaze landed on the spiral staircase in the corner of the room. Fans of strawberries wrapped themselves gently around the hand railing, ripe and fresh as all of the strawberries round. I looked up curiously to see where the stress might lead, in the corner of my eye. I was what seems to be a bed. So she lived here as well. It's a bit odd to have the staircase to your room right in the middle of your bakery. I could hear her humming getting closer. She was almost back by now. Wanting to avoid looking like a snoop, I took a seat. She joined me shortly after, sitting across from me. Ada CG-nya kan? Kayaknya di CG ini gambarnya. Iya. Here you go, you must be thirsty. She said, sitting down the drink of choice in front of me. I took a sip almost immediately. The cool refreshing taste of the strawberry milk immediately regenerated some lost energy I had. Thank you, this was awful kind of you. Awfully. Oh, don't mention it. I live to self. She loved melodically, sang the leaf to serve with an almost goofy, awfully fancy voice. Just please let me know if you need anything, okay, Ricky? Anything at all. She smiled at me, her voice sounded genuinely concerned. It was admittedly nice to feel someone so worried about me. I wasn't used to the feeling. The conversation slowly melted into silence. I should probably think of something to say. Save lagi. Oke, kita tanya dia aja, intro character. So, why exactly do you live out here on your own? Oh, one thing led to another, and an opportunity came up I couldn't refuse. You could feel the loneliness struck her voice alone. It was pitiful. She didn't exactly answer my question fully though. I was itching to know more. Truthfully, I don't like being by myself at all. It gets really quiet out here. What's the opportunity? Why, my bakery of course. What else would it be? That's another thing that I've been curious about. So why exactly did you choose to build a bakery here? It doesn't seem like it attracts many people, especially with all of the rumor about the forest. Poor decision if you ask my opinion. My question comes spill out my mouth, along with my internal thought. Every time I had a hope to clear up some suspicious, I was always broke with more questions. This time I want wanted answers. You do know about the legend of this forest, right? It would be shocking if you didn't know. What legend? I didn't know what you're talking about. Either you're a liar or just incredibly stupid. I didn't believe Strawberry for a second. How could she not know the rumors? Anyone who live anywhere near these woods hear about them in a fun passing jokes. It's especially shocking for a self-proclaimed witch to not know the urban legend about the witch who live deep in the woods. Surely someone who must have told her, right? I guess I will be the one that has to. There are many stories surrounding this forest, too many to count. However, the two rumors I think you should know, if you really insist on being ignorant. Strawberry sat there silently as I continued to tell her the urban legend. First one is about a supposed witch that lived in the depths of this forest. Legend states that she has the power to bring anyone's deepest desire into reality. The witch's eyes lit up for a second at the mention of that story, so it was familiar to her. The second one says that anyone who becomes lost within the woods is destined to die. Well, that's just silly. I got lost in this woods plenty of time, and I'm okay. You also got lost, and here you are, still standing. Of course, I don't believe in that one. However, a lot of people do. It just seems suspicious that you haven't heard. But just to build a bakery here, I really haven't heard of that. But the first one, I think that may be about me. Although I'm not exactly good at granting wishes yet, I'm still learning. So it was her after all. I thought you might be. The conversation got worded quite once more. Say Ricky, I may not be very skilled at it yet, but I can grant small wishes. Your deep desire with reason could come true. I guess what I'm trying to say is, what is it that your heart most desires? I stood up from my seat almost immediately. I sincerely hope you're not still trying to win me over. I seem past your charity here. I don't understand. Please, your smile is so fake. You can see it from a mile away. I don't know what you're trying to do here, but whatever it is, it's not working on me. No, there must have been some sort of misunderstanding. It was ridiculous. I didn't know why I even bother wasting my time here. Ricky, please, I don't mean any harm. I haven't asked to grant you a wish. I don't understand. Why would I ever trust someone as useless as you to grant my wish? You seem to be a pathetic excuse for a witch. And you're the first one I haven't seen. Kok gue ngomongin jahat banget sih? Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if you were lying about being a witch to get something out of someone. You're like the type of person who only uses others for her own benefit. Why do you even try? He said at this point, Strawberry. I had liars and deceivers. Strawberry stood there shocked, no words from the witch to defend herself, huh? That's what I thought. You're nothing but a liar. Ricky, excuse me for a moment. I need to check on something. She ran off quickly to the kitchen once more, running from your problems. She saw just on up to it. This was the first station. Save lagi. Follow her. As if I let her get away that easily. Who knows that she could be plotting? I get up from my seat quickly and follow after her into the kitchen, making sure not to draw attention to myself, which was running frantically from one drawer to another, investigating its cupboard with sentences of desperation. I knelt down behind the counter to avoid getting caught. What was she looking for? No, God, where is it? Where is it? Her voice rang throughout the room, shaken and broken. She sounds like she was crying. Her back was turned to me as she dug through one of the drawers. Suddenly, Strawberry gasped. I took this moment to sneak closer to her while she was turned away from me. She was holding some sort of paper that was ripped out of the book. Reading only the first few sentences, I could tell what kind of note this was. From what I could see, it began with, "My dearest Straw Bunnies, I'm so sincerely sorry for you to find me in such a way. I never wanted it to come to this, but I just can't handle any more of this torture. Please forgive me. When I die, I want my body to be useful to you all. Please consume my corpse in whatever way you will find most delicious. Perhaps a sweet cake." Oh, jadi mungkin semuanya pada jatuh cinta sama si witch-nya ini, dan mereka mengorbankan diri mereka untuk dijadikan kue gitu. And stop reading after that part. What the hell is wrong with this woman? Did I really push her that far that she would resort to this? No, clearly she was already unstable if she had that not prepared. She turned around much quicker than I thought she would. It caught us both off guard, seeing each other. What were you doing here? Second bit, Strawberry held her knot behind her back. It was a little too late to hide that. What are you doing? I didn't answer her previous question. Frankly, I was a little shocked at such a turn of events. No, my straw bunnies, seeing me like this is bad enough. She was mumbling to herself now. Neither of us had answered to each other's questions. Why are you still here? I know why you're really here. I know why everyone really comes to the Berrywitched forest. Sleep already. Get it over with somewhere I can see. I'm so tired of this. Her mumbles turned into loud, disoriented sobs. It was hard figuring out what exactly she meant. Taking a step back, I tried to process what she was saying. Through this reason I came into this forest. I tried to help you. I tried to help everyone. But I can't do it anymore. Nothing I do ever works. Nobody ever stays. More tears fell down her face as she backed herself against the drawers. Every time she tried to wipe tear away, another word replaced it seconds later. I never seen someone sick this much. And suddenly, the train stopped. I was frozen in place. Lalu, badan gue pegel. Dan lagi, layar kecil sih, layar kecil. Mungkin lagi nih cerah banget merah. Aduh, she look, okay. She looked off to the side of the dead expression. But hey, you said it yourself, Ricky. A pathetic excuse for a witch. Strawberry laughed, an unsettling smile creeping out on her face. I can at least fulfill my purpose. One more time. I know what your heart truly desire, Ricky. I didn't understand what she was saying until I realized that she grabbed a knife on top of the drawers. My heartbeat was skyrocketing. I quickly turned to run out of the kitchen. You're going to be delicious, ayap. Gue bakal dimasak. Strawberry called out, quickly plunging the knife into my back before I could make my escape. Aduh, gue ditusuk dong. I could feel the blood pooling out of me as I screamed in pain. What hurt even more was the second and third steps she made immediately afterwards. I fell to the floor, feeling myself giving into the all of the pain. I slowly lost consciousness. So, that ending is that. What a glorious cake. Say more people won't be able to enjoy it, huh? Don't worry, Ricky. I join you soon. Breakdown. Oke. Game ternyata cukup ini ya. Sebutnya apa ya? Cukup singkat. Kita dapat ending nomor 2. Coba apa yang terjadi kalau gua wait. She wasn't worth going after. I need to peace and quiet for a while. Anyways, slowly I sat back down in the strawberry themed chair. A moment turned out to be quite a long time. As currently, okay, 20 minutes have come and gone. and still no sign of strawberry. Exhausted, I didn't realize how exhausted I truly was until this moment. Who knew that a chair that would normally be mildly uncomfortable could be so inviting? I suppose resting my eyes until she comes back won't hurt anyone. It's like this loud noise and I bought out of here. I knew to still be on guard, but I had to rest desperately. Aduh, guanya terlalu bego. Gua dibunuh nanti. A few squeaks slowly woke me from my sleepy. I opened my eyes to truly a peculiar sight. What the? Was I dreaming? A few very small creatures were nudging forward at the table looking closer to me. They were like small bunnies, but also strawberries. Oh. Maybe that girl wasn't lying about being a strawberry witch, at least. I tried to reach out for the creatures, but they timidly took a few steps back once seeing me move even slightly. I retracted my hand and drew my attention to the cake in the center. Topped with delicious strawberries and excellent frosting, it was apparent this was one of strawberry cakes. Perhaps this creature took pity on me for having to wait so long for the witch. I don't want their pity, however. The growling sound of my stomach were catching my attention. I must have been asleep for longer than I thought. I was already hungry. Fine. I sighed and took a slice of the cake the little strawberry bunnies had prepared for me. With no hesitation, I took a bite, chewing the dessert in my mouth, and I thought something fell off. Strawberry ngebunuh dirinya dan dijadiin kue. The texture, the consistency, this didn't taste like cake at all. What the hell was this? Observing the inside of the cake should have been the first thing I did. God, how could I be so careless? Looking closer at what I was eating shocked me to my core. This looked like green up meat with frosting on top of it. I had to hold back the vile urge to vomit all over the table, all over the small strawberry craters too. I had my fair share of stick pork and whatnot. However, this tastes nothing like any of those things. Immediately I freaked out. I spit out what was left of that cake into my plate. The strawberry bunnies looked up at me at once. I had to get out of here right now. I waited for the door before another thought could cross my mind. What's the strawberry doing? Did my words really bring her to feed me? Whatever the hell that was. The taste still lingering on my tongue. Oh, how I badly wanted to take sandpaper to it and numb it down to nothingness. I almost prefer that to that horrible taste. I ran throughout the forest once more, just trying to get as far away from the bakery as possible. Thinking about what that could be made me feel sick. Once over, I closed my stomach desperately. Before I knew it, I was throwing up all over the dirt floor. God damn it, I feel so weak. Every inch of my inside feel like they were imploding. Well, at least I made it out of there before she could do something horrible to me. Enggak, gini loh. Lo tahu dia witch dan banyak rumor dia itu jahat dan lain, tapi kenapa lo makan kuenya? Udah tahu pasti ada racunnya kan atau ya something. Dan dia bener-bener stupid. Jagoan gue oke, Ricky di sini stupid, bukan gue ya, tapi Ricky yang di dalam game stupid. Aduh. Cannibal cake. Oke. Stupid. Oke, mungkin Can you tell me more about yourself? I've been curious to learn more about the witch. I feel like I only got a short tidbits or vague information thus far. Huh? Me? Honestly, I'm a bit more curious to learn about you. You really isn't much to me, honestly. That's not true, sugar. I can tell you have a really sweet soul. I see it in the glint in your eyes. There's a spark in there unlike any other I've seen. Despite the fact I was sure she was just saying that to be nice, I couldn't help but smile softly as the girl spoke. You're too kind, truly. She just met me, but she was so nice to me. I don't understand why. Enough about me, let's go back to you. Alright, well, let's see. My hobbies are pretty obvious. I love baking and gardening with all my heart, especially baking anything that has to do with strawberries. Strawberries are your favorite fruit? I'm guessing. What? No, it's orange. Ini kayak yang ini Olaf. Kalau semuanya Olaf, betul. Gordon. Just kidding. Okay. A little small chuckle at her humor. It was cute. She was cute. Yeah. Gambarnya menurut gue cukup cute. What else? I'll talk I'm the strawberry wish. I'm still practicing new kinds of magic every day. Like recently, I've been really interested in the magic of granting wishes. Just like the legend. Maybe she is the wish I heard of after all. Oke, gue pengen Asus ROG, bisa gak lu kabulin itu? It's not only it, though I admit it's little strange, but I've been working on magic that can bring things to life in a whole new way. Like reanimating to death? It's actually a bit more embarrassing than that. Here, this actually reminds me. I have a present for you. A sentiment burst through her voice as she spoke, abruptly standing up from her seat. Wait right here. She ran off, leaving me alone to question what was happening. A present for me? But why? Once again, she had just met me. I didn't understand the reason for her kindness. Strawberry come back with a smile, pink bow wrapped in light green ribbon, plopping it down in front of me. She gave me an excited smile. Go on, open it. It's for you. Hesitantly, I opened the gift box to reveal. Is this a plushie? No, silly. That's a straw bunny. The mix of a bunny and strawberry. One of my recent creators with life magic. Interesting. Oh. Oke, kita kan udah pilih ini dua-duanya. Ya, kita save di sini. Accept the gift. Jangan dimakan, itu hidup, gue tau. Oh, hi little buddy. I smell warmly and pat the straw bunny head with one finger. Wow, they're fully adorable. Thank you, Strawberry. Take good care of them. Strawberry looked happier than ever after seeing me and her straw bunny getting along. You better take good care of them, Ricky. I'm trusting you. Oh, they like you so much already. Tiny straw bunny curled up nicely within my hand, making themselves comfortable. They were so tiny, I was afraid of accidentally crossing or hurting them. Hey Ricky, this is a little unrelated, but hypothetically, if you could wish for anything, what would you wish for? At first, for a moment, my wish, my greatest desire. It's something I can only accomplish on my own. I won't ask that of you. Her delighted expression fell. The disappointment in her eyes was immeasurable. I'm sorry, I really should get going. Here, I really appreciate it, but you should probably keep little buddy here. Oh, straw bunny clung into my thumbs, but I managed to pry them off and set them down on the table. A sad smile arose on my face. I was going to miss both of them, but I knew I soon stay. Oh wait, it's dangerous out in the woods at this time. Why not stay for the night? I have an extra. I cut her off before she could finish speaking. No really, I need to go. I have something I came out here to do. I'm awfully sorry. Oh, please, don't go. Thank you again for everything, Strawberry. Goodbye. I got out of my seat and made my way to the exit. Suddenly, I felt something hard hit me right in the back of the head. Makin mata, aduh, pala gue digetok pakai baseball kali. My head, what is it? It was a pain in my head. Looking myself up, I noticed I wasn't in bakery anymore. I was looking right at the bed. A room covered with strawberry, themed furniture and flower wallpaper. Despite not being inside of the bakery, this room smelled greatly of freshly baked bread and strawberries. This had to be strawberry room, wound up in my mind. Even more alarming, however, was that large vine were wrapping tightly around my entire body, vines with strawberry growing off of them. What was going on here? Why would strawberry do this to me? God damn it! That's what I get to trusting to a stranger. Was she going to kill me, or would she use me for some weird magic stuff I didn't understand? All I knew was I had to escape. I had to get out of here before she come back up to get me. I struggled against the vine, only barely managing to pry one of my hands out of its first sin grabs. That's when I heard a familiar song come from the stairs. Oh, little buddy, I whispered as they waddled closer to where I was tied up. Any chance you could help me out of this? Tiny Strawberry Bunny looked around from side to side, observing the room. I watched them as they hopped up onto the next stand and used their tiny hands to push over a basket. The crash of the basket wasn't that loud, thankfully. Two items caught my attention that were within reach of my free hand. I only had time to use one. I had to think fast. Waduh. Makan kelinci terlalu kanibal sih serius. Terlalu jahat serius. Oke, kita baca gardening shears aja lah ya. Kita kan potong, mau kabur. Gardening shears were the obvious choice for my escape. I grabbed them without hesitation and started cutting each vine until I could worm my way out. Oh, come on, little buddy. Without thinking, I scooped the straw bunny into my arms and carefully snuck down the spiral staircase. With each step, I feared more and more for what could happen if I got caught. I still don't know why Strawberry had knocked me out. She could be planning anything. I sure as hell wasn't going to stick around to see what she had planned. Creeping down into the main bakery, a million talk of panic rushed through my mind. In the distance, I could hear the soft humming of my captor. It appeared to be coming from the kitchen. I tiptoed through the bakery to the door, my heartbeat increasing in speed. I first impulsed upon opening the door, forgetting that these types of stores have bells attached to their doors. The humming in the distance stopped in an instant. Aduh, mampus gua. I didn't have time to be careful anymore. I bolted through to the door and into the woods. Running through the fields of strawberries, I briefly glanced behind me for a moment. Mampus! I saw was certainly less than pleasant. Those eyes of her, they looked unlike anything I ever seen. She looked like a true monster. Ricky. You can hide, Ricky. She chased after me as I ran through the trees, ready to lose her within the winding path of the forest. I leaned onto a straw bunny for a dear life. The sweat that emanated from my palms didn't help, however. Oh! Straw bunny cried out, losing grip on my hand himself. The poor creature managed to slip out of my hands, rolling far, far behind me into the bus. I stopped for a moment to try and recollect them, but fear coursed through my feet upon hearing footsteps getting closer and closer. Aduh, kasian banget kelinci. How was it so insanely fast? It was terrifying. I was being chased by someone with abilities I didn't even understand. I'm so sorry, little buddy, I whispered before running like my life depended on it. My life did depend on it. My legs were still sore from earlier, but I had to push through. I couldn't let her catch me. Not like this. At one point, I had run so much I was certain I had lost her. I looked behind me once more to be sure. I felt relief for a moment, but the relief was short-lived as I felt my feet stumble over a rock. Immediately knocking me unconscious, I slammed my head against the dirt pot. Goblok banget sih. Kenapa sih kalau game horror kebanyakan kepada gitu, apa itu visual novel? Hello, are you right there? Jadi gue semacam amnesia ya, kan gue jatuh bek, kepala gue kena batu pek, amnesia. Oh jadi ngelup gitu ya. Jadi gue mungkin pas di episode yang awal tuh, dari awal gue emang kabur dari. Oh ngerti. Oke, sekarang kita baca diary. I got the diary we're thinking. Something in my gut told me that there will be some sort of information, some sort of answer, something at all that would help me make sense of all of this. With my single hand, I began flipping through the page. Strawberry Diary, Day 1. I finally did it. I proved myself enough with my magic to be sent on a special mission. They told me that I finally ready to fulfill my purpose. I finally ready to make a good impact on the world. I'm bringing this diary with me to fill out all of my fun adventures. Apparently, I'm being sent to some sort of pocket dimension. They said it'd be just me for a while, but I know how to garden and bake, so at least food won't be an issue. I asked them what the purpose of the pocket dimension was. And they said that people with great desire often find themselves lost in the forest like this. They get sense here, and my job is to help them fulfill their true desires. I'm not sure how good I be at fulfilling desires. I'm just a strawberry witch after all. But I won't let anyone down. I want to fulfill my purpose no matter what. I bring a few books about wish granting to study up on. I could really use any help I can get. I'm sure I find some way to help others, right? Day 5. I absolutely love my little bakery. So far, no one has come yet, but I search every edge of this pocket world just in case pretty often. I admit I'm getting a little anxious out here all by myself. I really hope that these people deserve sweet treats. They never did tell me what's supposed to happen after I help the people. I guess they just wander back into the forest and find their way out. I don't know. I'm sure I'll bet this more if I find an answer. Oke, hari ke-16. 16. Someone finally came. A girl. A kind and pretty girl. She and I talked in my bakery for a while. I gave her absolutely every treat her heart desired. It was so lovely talking to another person after so a long time. I'm really going to miss her. She went back into the woods just now. I offered to let her stay longer, but she said she couldn't. She looked exasperated and despondent. There was a complicated look in her eyes I didn't quite understand. I hope I help her. I did everything correctly, right? Day 17. Oh my god. Oh god. The girl, she... Why? I found her by the lake. She had... Oh god. She drowned. She's not alive anymore. Here, one moment turned to be absolutely nothing but an empty shell the next. What do I do? They didn't prepare me for this. Okay, day 20. I'm starting to feel a little bit better after all of this. I'm sure it was an accident, right? I did everything I could. I just need to look forward. Tomorrow, another day. I'm going to help many people. I still hear the girl voice sometimes, and only talk to her once, but I miss her dearly. What happened if I can't help anyone? It's my job, my true purpose. I'm supposed to help these people fulfill their desires. I just have to keep trying. Day 42. Why does this keep happening? I'm really starting to freak out here. 3 new people have come and gone. None of them stay for long. All of them. I found all of them. All of their bodies decaying in different places, in different ways. One of them stabbed himself so many times it felt impossible to count. The stench of blood sank so much into the dirt. I can still smell it sometimes, walking past that area. Besides that, the girl in the lake, I met another girl, equally kind, but I found her body covered in so many cuts and scars. She bled out far before I had the chance to get to her. The others hung themselves. I'm still remember seeing their silhouette through the trees. It was a horrifying sight. Even more disturbing was how their bodies swung side to side with each gentle breeze. There's no one else out there. This wasn't just any mistake. This was on purpose. I'm gonna throw up. Okay, 89. I haven't been able to help anyone, not a single person. It all ends the same way. No matter what I do or what I give them, the people always leave. They always. Spooky dimension. They send me to a suicide forest. Everyone's greatest desire is to die. Even the most recent customers who said no to prove it, saying exactly how all they wanted in this world was to die. I work on trying to practice magic outside of my expertise. I haven't had luck yet, but I'm getting desperate. Something, anything to make them stay. Anything to keep them alive and out of the forest. 136. Is it all my fault? I keep trying harder and harder to make staying more appealing to them, to make being alive more attractive, even just for one more day. Nothing works. Am I destined to be a failure of a witch? I keep studying up more and more on wish granting. However, it's so difficult to get a clear grasp on. It's nothing like growing strawberries. It's so lonely out here in the forest. I start making small creatures just to have someone to talk to, who I won't find dead the following day. I tried just making bunnies, but my magic, it's still... I just have to keep trying. I'm so tired. I lost track of all of these days. It's been so long since I last even walked in here. For a while, I couldn't bear to even leave my bakery. I was terrified of something horrible happening, scared of seeing something terrible. I feel terrified every day of waking up and seeing someone new, someone I cared about, gone from this world. It is true that every person that steps foot in this bakery I care about, I keep thinking that maybe if I just try harder, if I'm nicer, if I give them anything they want, possibly things will be different. Maybe they stay, but maybe I'm just being selfish here. Do I want them to stay because I want them to stay alive? Or do I want them to stay because of lonely desperation? I haven't been able to save a single person. I don't think I'm that good of person anymore myself. If I was good a person, things will be different. I'll be able to prevent this all. But I can't. I can't do anything right. It all feels so out of my control. My mental state is worsening by the day. I don't know how much longer I can take this. I'm getting desperate. The page after that was ripped out. I closed the book. I had read enough. So that's why I'm in this predicament. Some relief overcome me as I realized she wasn't out for blood. It seems like the exact opposite. She was trying to prevent another death, even if her method of doing so were flawed. My deepest desire, my reason for coming here. She was right. Despite what I might have said in the past, I got lost in the force and purpose. I had full intention of ending my life for the moment I stepped into this pocket dimension. I was clung into those superstitions subconsciously. They always brought me back to the childhood, back to a time when things were easier. Now everything was a mess. Everything felt so hopeless, so out of my control. Strawberry words in her diary. They resonate with me deeply. I can put her through this again. No matter what I feel about a worthless life, she doesn't deserve to see another corpse. I gently put the book down the second I heard humming coming from up the spiral staircase. Strawberry. Oh, oh, you're awake. Strawberry, you're here too. Golly, I'm awful sorry about all of this. I'm just kind of panic and well, I didn't want you to get hurt out there, so I didn't really think this through. Strawberry is okay. Do you think you can undo these fines? Well, I would really love to do that for you, Ricky, but I can risk you live out into this forest. Please understand, it's not safe out there. I have no intention of going to that forest. Strawberry looked at a bit taken aback by my response. But I told you, forgive me, but I read your diary while you were gone. You've been truly kind to me, Strawberry. You do nothing but show your kindness to the others, but the world has only shut you out. I know how that feels. Strawberry looked down at the floor as I spoke. You're forgetting how to be kind to yourself too. Other people's lives aren't your responsibility, and I hate those assholes who put you here knowing this would happen to you. Why are you saying this to me? I should be saying this to you. You came into this forest for a reason, but you do nothing but be kind to me and Strawberry. You're even trying to comfort me now when I did horrible things to you. She started to tear out. You're so much more kind than you ever know. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve any of this. I may not know much about you, but whatever happened in your life to bring you to this place, I am sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for making you stay. Strawberry lifted her hand, and as she did, the fine retracted and let me loose from their grip. I stood up and pulled Strawberry into a tight hug. Oh, gue peluk gitu. Who knows the last time either of us had one, but we both needed one. Everett exactly hugged me back, crying into my shoulder. I'm not going anywhere. I think I'd like to stay for a while. If that's okay, it's okay. No, I shall force you to. You're not forcing me to. I want to. It's understandable, Doc, if you rather I not. No. No, I really. Well, I'd love to have you to stay for as long as you desire. If that is, what you desire. I smiled and pulled away from the hug. Strawberry slowly calming down and wiping the tears away from her face. What I desire? I think what I desire now is the company of someone like Strawberry. Someone who understands, maybe bit by bit. Things could get better for the both of us. At least for now, we won't have to be alone. Good ending, gue rasa. Ricky, here you're going to eat all of our decorations. It had been quite a while since I moved in with Strawberry and the Strawberries. I can't exactly remember how long though, since doing so, my noticed her mood greatly improving. She taught me how to bake and garden, and for me, I taught her about folklore and superstition of different cultures. I even watched her magic blossom and improve. She can grant small wishes with ease now. We seen people come and go through the bakery. Some of them didn't have the happiest of endings. But we keep trying. Strawberry at least doesn't have to carry the burden alone. And she's doing a better job of not taking responsibility for it either. She has hope that one day, things will be different. I admit, her optimism has really rubbed but off on me. Hello, Doreki, you're dozing off again. Sorry. Well, hey, if you're that worried about me eating too many strawberries, then you should stop growing so tasty at once. She loved her sweet, melodical laugh. I'm glad you like them. Just make sure we have enough to decorate all of this cake, okay? Alright, I suppose so. Life wasn't going to get any easier. I still think about why I organic came here from time to time. But slowly, I think things will be okay. Things will be okay for the both of us. Good end, yay, credits. So, gua rasa yang lainnya itu bakalan bad ending. What an odd choice for a snake. Make it strawberry look like everybody was very creative. I will give her that. It seems much harder than a regular strawberry though, so perhaps it will be easier to eat in small pieces. Oh, what the hell? Tearing apart the strawberry, I noticed strawberry smell foul. I heard some sort of high-pitched squeak. Perhaps it was just my imagination. I was quite hungry after all. The voice had an expression that I know registered as complete discomfort and disgust after putting a small piece of the strawberry in my mouth. What are you? The taste was exquisite, sweeter than absolutely anything I ever had before. Wow, strawberry, this is amazing. I spoke my praise, albeit with my mouth slightly full. Strawberry wasn't looking too well. I'll be right back. She quickly rose off to the kitchen. I feel like I did something to cause her discomfort. I should follow after her just in case. No, what is it? The strawberry frantically opening over. Oh, can you go? Dummy, why would it be in the oven? I approached her closer as she continued her search. Strawberry was wrong. Stay back, please. There was streaming down her face. She looked as if she had witnessed a murder. I'm not sure what I did, but I'm sorry. How could you do that to a living, breathing creature? I trusted you. I'm not sure I understand what you mean, strawberries. I mean, strawberries are meant to be eaten. Towards expression suddenly become more blank. No more shock feel most appropriate here. It was just a snack, right? Honestly, they were delicious. Should consider selling those in your bakery. Never had anything more delectable in my life. I was caught off guard mid-sentence when Strawberry grabbed the sides of my arm. She was strong, much stronger than she looked. Her grip was hurting me. Strawberry? Before I knew it, she began pushing me, backing me into a corner. With a giant paws, she threw me into her oven. The fire crosses my skin immediately, putting my body in a complete shock. I could smell my flesh burning off of me. Soon I will be nothing but a burnt corpse. I struggled to get out of the oven, get off the fire. Everything was so hot, so unbearably hot. I screamed in excruciating pain as the fire consumed me more and more. Slowly, Strawberry closed the oven. Sebenarnya sih si Strawberry baik di sini, cuma guanya aja yang goblok, udah tahu itu hidup tapi gue makan. Stupid idiot Ricky. Oke, gue udah baca ini, so load lagi. Mungkin lemonade. I can have strawberry lemonade. Honestly, strawberry lemonade sounds not only sweet but everything. I could really use that after such a long walk through the forest. Yes, of course. Go make yourself comfy, Ricky. I'll be right back. Beda, strawberry. Oke, perkataan masih sama. So, gua rasa itu nggak ada hubungannya kali ya. Maksudnya, here you go, you must be thirsty. Thank you, this was awfully kind of you. Did I mention it? Okay. Kita udah baca ini. Just please let me know if you need it. Okay, so ini lagi, tapi I don't want anything, thanks. I don't think I want anything, thanks. I spoke with a cold expression that caused Rebel smile to fall. Well, but wasn't that the reason we come here in the first place? To get you something to drink? A mysterious self-proclaimed witch invited me into her house and offered me a drink, hoping for nothing in return. She might appear nice, but this was too suspicious. What if she put something into the drink? Whatever demise may befall me here was definitely not the way I want to go out. My silence was telling for her. I could see her tense up slightly more with each passing seconds. It's okay, Ricky, you must not be thirsty. I took a seat and rest for a while. I just need to check on something real quick. She said this before quickly scoring into a door into the corner of the room, which I can only assume led to the kitchen. I took a moment to observe the room. Oke, close lebih ke situ tuh. Oke, kita udah baca ini. Mungkin lu bawa gue air putih? Enggak. Are you sure you don't want anything, Ricky? Anything at all? Potential of poisoning, drugging, or doing worse to drink greatly or wake my thirst. Better safe than sorry. Yes, I'm sure. Okay, just let me know if you change your mind, alright? I'm always here if you need anything, and I truly do mean anything at all. She smiled at me. Her voice sounded genuinely concerned. It was administering to feel someone so worried about me. I wasn't used to the feeling. I wasn't sure if I trusted. The conversation slowly melted into silence as if we think of something to say. Oke, so gua rasa ini sih sama aja sih. Iya, sama aja. So, kita pilih ini apa ya? Kita ada ini. It looks amazing. Perfection of magic, discerning a small perfection as general. The title was exquisite sight. It always seemed with every aspect of the house that love and care was put into it. Wow, it looks amazing. Did you make all of this? A delayed expression appeared on Strawberry's face. Well, partly the building was already there. I really just used my magic to decorate it in sweet things. Still decorating all of this is really impressive. You should be proud of yourself. After saying those words, I noticed this witch swaying from side to side in dreamy-like manner. She was giggling to herself. I leaned down to observe the bushes closer as she was in her body state. What healthy strawberries! I was no gardener, but every strawberry here seemed to ripe and well taken care of. Not even a single bug bite could be seen on them. This was odd considering it was a forest. Come to think of it, I haven't seen any animal around here either. Surely a place like this would attract them, won't it? I stood up once more and snapped out of my talk once I heard somebody giggles subside. I'm so glad you like it. I'm sure you love this insect as well. I felt a sudden tug on my arm from the little lady and quickly realized she was dragging me inside the bakery. She must really be excited about all of this, huh? So, gue rasa iya sama. Oke. So, pilihan itu nggak ada masalah. Coba kalau kita pilih string, it's very strange. This was just plain freaky. It seemed deceptively cute, dizzy, and something about this whole situation just wasn't sitting right in my stomach. Maybe this was as a bad dream. I will explain the fantastical setting. No, the pain in my legs had hit solidify the fact that this wasn't a dream. This was really going on here. It's very strange. I said that out loud. Mostly support the situation. Oke, aduh, gue bangun lagi ya. Aduh. You smell strawberry, okay. I don't feel bad. Even she did work hard on all this. The strawberry witch gimmick was starting to freak me out. Doubts in my head began surfacing about the trustworthiness of this girl. That's okay, everyone has different tastes, I suppose. She tried to answer politely, but I could tell from her shaky voice my words hurt her. Here, regardless, you should rest inside. The witches got me inside. The overpowering smell of sugar filled my nostrils with every step closer. Oke, masih sama gue rasa. Iya, masalah. So, kayaknya sih gue baru dapat endingnya tadi 4 ya. What the hell? Oke. I don't know. I don't know where I'm from. We don't really have witches. We really have witches. How can I trust you? Strawberry looked a bit dejected from my answer. I must feel bad. But it was good to be cautious regardless of how sweet someone seems. There was a part of her that was very alluring. Internally, my inner child had hoped she was the witch from the legend. However, I can't forget the other superstition of all those who become lost in the forest at this time to die. Could this all be some elaborate trick, I wonder? Oh, I promise, I'm not like all that of the horrible fairy tales. I'm Strawberry Witch, my magical specialty is with anything strawberry related. I'll talk, I also use my magical abilities to help my plants, and make lovely sweet trees that inspire the world. Or just inspire parts of the forest. I'm really not dangerous, honest. I'm only trying to help Ricky. I suppose she does have a point. She doesn't seem like a treat, if only a bit odd. I have to admit, a part of me was a tad disappointed that she wasn't the witches of the legend. I suppose there was a gift for things like that. Ini apa sih? Debu. It's not really like I had anything better to do. Anyways, I came into this forest for a reason, but break from my journey was hard. Alright, thank you, I come with you. Eyes lit up at my response, almost as if she hadn't had a willing customer in a long time. Oh, thank you, I promise you will get this. Here, it's right this way. Oke, kayaknya sih sama sih ya. Iya, sama. What the? Coba, oke. Coba kita lihat guide-nya yuk. So ini dia, ending pertama adalah ya makan itunya dan dia ngebakar gua. Oke, yang ngikutin gua udah juga, nunggu juga udah. Accept lagi. Oh iya. Ya. So kita udah semua ending gua rasa. Oke. Ya. So ya, menurut gue itu cukup imut ya, serius. Gue suka. Tapi ternyata bukan plot twistnya, nggak terlalu plot twist ya, lebih ke arah apa ya, yang jahat ini sebenarnya gue. Contoh kayak gue memakan rabbitnya itu, terus gue berkata kasar kepada si witchesnya itu. Jadi sebenarnya ini si strawberry ini baik, cuman guanya aja yang jahat gitu, ketiga. Jadi pilihan ini benar-benar parah semua. Maksud gue si strawberry ini sebenarnya baik, cuman pilihan ini membuat gue jadi jahat. Jadi lu bisa jadi jahat, bisa jadi baik, dan itu benar-benar plot twist. Karena biasanya kalau di visual novel, kalau lu milih sesuatu, biasanya itu ya lu mati atau enggak lu masih hidup gitu. Emang sih ini masih hidup atau mati. Cuman masalahnya di itu, biasanya kita masih baik gitu ketiga. Malah yang jahatnya itu adalah karakter yang kita hadapi tersebut gitu, entah cewek atau teman kita lah gitu. Dan ya ini cukup lucu. Dan cukup menarik ya. Nah kalau gitu sampai sini aja. Kalau bisa like, subscribe, dan sampai jumpa lagi dengan Doreki di video selanjutnya. Bye bye.